Welcome to a special Friday night edition of the greatest goddamn D&D stream in this world and the next here. Welcome to Goblins Under the Stairs. You got Solrak the Destroyer ready to slash and bash your Friday night with my epic Wrecking Crew of Destroyers. We got Frank the Bang, who's currently on his way. We got Wilmore Chenton, who already got here. And of course, the greatest goddamn D&D DM in all the land here. It's Nate Gonzalez. Take it away, Nate.
Boo. Welcome everyone to tonight's Friday night edition of Goblins Under the Stairs. Happy to be back at it with you all for a quick little session tonight as we get our characters, the Wrecking Crew, on out of the Doom of the Desert's lair once and for all and back to Maelstrom. So let's give a quick little recap of what happened in the last game because we had some interesting information dropped, and we'll go on and jump right on into this thing tonight. So after slaying Imrith in her lair, you guys all continued to follow these strange Yuan-Ti that were chanting this prayer in the center of the room, finding them in another room with a larger humanoid snake kind of figure wrapped in bandages and kind of had this lower half of this large serpent that's sat underneath his body. And this Yuan-Ti, Rosnasi, told you all that this was actually their lair until Imrith was sent here by Narvi to plunder it and claim it as her own. And the Yuan-Ti battled her, and Imrith killed Rosnasi, but he awoke from his death to see Narvi gave him a new lease on life, and in return for this new lease on life, he made him promise to allow Imrith to use this lair as her own, follow her command, and help raise Dendar, the night serpent that they worship, to have her swallow the sun and usher in a new age of darkness that you guys are all very familiar that Narvi is trying to accomplish. Since being resurrected, Rosnasi has been slowly deteriorating, thinks that Narvi has caused some sort of death curse on him, which he says feels like his life force is being pulled, just straight from his essence. He said that Narvi has a temple in the jungle on the Nelther Isles where he works on this all sorts of experiments, and that Imrith is protecting the 9 cubes with some sort of hieroglyphs of different animals carved on them to the 9 trickster gods, just protecting them in this horde here. So Rosnasi believes that these 9 cubes are almost like keys of sorts to be able to navigate through this temple, and as I mentioned, these cubes represent all the 9 trickster gods of Omu and this ancient hidden village in the isles and jungles of Chult, just north of the Nelanther Isles, or south rather. And so these gods were murdered, and Rosnasi believes that Narvi is planning on something to have them replaced and their spots filled. With all of this, he has decided to take the horde and begin to try finding that coronal scepter and the 9 cubes. And to your surprise, as you guys went into that room where you were told the horde was, you guys found an old friend of yours chained up, bound, unconscious, and looking pretty beat up. That being Harshnag the Grim, the legendary frost giant. You guys all ran quickly to rescue and help him, healing him, and giving him a warm welcome back to being part of the Wrecking Crew once again. And of course, Wilmore noticed all the gold coins in the room as Fang was about to go over and try to snatch them up. But he noticed that with his true seeing, that the forms, or there were some sort of forms in the gold coins. And Fang, was like, not gonna think twice about it. Went up to grab it with his sticky fingers, and out apparated these 4 giant whirlwinds of golden coins, just swirling about and trying to attack you guys. And you guys were quick to take them down and collect all those gold coins. And soon after you guys finished them, you heard the screeching roars of Imrith's 2 kids, 2 more adult blue dragons coming on into the lair, finding their mother dead, slain in her main chamber, and the treasure being plundered by some giants. And so they put up a fight and retaliated against you guys, and you guys put up a good fight, of course. Solrak with some heavy slashes and breathing fire, Wilmore cracking off some Eldritch Blast, and Fang with a Dimension Door popping onto the back of one of them and holding him down as Elector grabbed him out of the air and pulled him back down to the ground, and everyone surrounded and just kind of finished him off. And with these dragons dead, you guys all began to look for this treasure once and for all, and began to dig up all the sand in the room, finding 5 different sarcophagi with the 9 different cubes in them, and all sorts of different types of baubles and treasures and magical items of sorts. Unfortunately, you guys also woke up a mummy that you had to slay real quick, but easy peasy for a bunch of giants. But with everything recovered, especially the Coronor Scepter, which was found in that first casket, you guys all prepare for the teleportation back to Maelstrom and free Sarissa from the state of paralysis and return Hecaton to his throne once and for all. As you guys are sitting here, catching your breath after you hear the battle, you hear a squawking noise coming from the hole up in the ceiling and some flapping of wings as Cuomo comes flying back down to join back up with Fang. Quite slower than the rest of you guys, of course. It's not normal for you all, but being in this giant state, it's the way things are currently. So Harshnag, before you guys all have the horns out and ready to teleport, he says, "Well, wait a minute, guys. We never found my great axe in here. I'm to be honest with you, I'm not really sensing it around either."
Think someone would have stolen it?
I mean, Solrak, wouldn't you?
I mean, to be fair, now that I have this guy, I think it was Dawnbringer. Hello.
My point
I'm
exactly.
doing pretty good. You're funny. Forgot how much you make me chuckle inside, Harshy.
Well, Solrak.
Yeah, very funny. Jerk.
That sword, it's got something, but if I can't find my axe around here, I'm sure that bitch did something with it. Well, at least maybe we can claim her skull once and for all. I can make that helmet of mine.
Hey, sounds pretty cool. Do it.
Yeah, let's go check that out. Maybe see if there's anything else in here. Okay. Walk over to her with Harshy, and also ask him if he said sense his axe. You got like a little connection to that axe there, buddy?
Oh yeah, when certain magical items you form a bond with, and you kind of really sense their proximity and their essence around you. But this great axe, old Gertie, I don't feel him around here.
Well, we could kind of walk around a little bit if you think that would help, but
Yeah, how close do you have to be?
Oh, I feel like if it was in this layer somewhere, I'd be sensing her.
I think maybe our friend took it. While you guys sort this out, I'm gonna go talk to our other friend. Just one quick second. And I'm gonna go over to. While they're doing that, I'm gonna go over to the snake people, and I'm pretty much gonna ask the one guy. When you woke up, were you missing anything?
No. To be honest, I was shocked to see. You see, he's got this 6-foot-long blade held in his hand, barely able to really lift it up at this point with his weakness and just kind of strength pulling from him. Surprised to see that Imrith and this red wizard left me with my weapons and all of my regal gear and such, as you will. See, this guy kind of gold, like a plate kind of just wrapped around his body, and gold rings and bands and stuff like that. But of course, he's wrapped up almost like a mummy in this cloth and stuff as his body is falling apart.
That's definitely odd. Is it? I think they might have stolen our friend's axe, but.
So, I wouldn't be surprised, especially if blue dragons and frost giants, they seem to have a hatred for one another.
Those damn dragons. Well, all right. I'm gonna let y'all hang out here and try not to die.
Good idea.
So we chopping this bitch's head off or what?
Harshnag, would you be able to tuck your axe even through the sand?
Oh, and that's a good point. I think I saw Wilmore trying to find some magic in there, and his little compass wasn't picking up anything, but sure enough, you guys found some stuff, didn't you?
Maybe if we dug around, I mean, I know we could use some rest too, but it seems like this battle axe is rather important to you. I'm sure if we all kind of pitched in for just a little bit more time and dug just a little bit longer, we could potentially find your axe.
Do you, since you're bonded with this axe, must be a magical, correct?
Oh, it certainly is.
Well, in that case, would somebody be able to detect magics around here?
Well,
Well,
that's kinda what I was just saying.
that's the thing. That's the thing.
Even the sand?
Maybe
I thought your bond was
maybe if
different.
someone could pay attention around here. And
I was
get a
listening,
shovel out.
but I thought the bond is different than detect magic. It's the exact same thing.
Yeah, it seems like whatever was, these sarcophagus or whatever, seems like they must have had some sort of spell on them blocking out any sort of detection.
Come on, guys. Let's just dig for just a little bit longer. That way, Harshnag here can get his axe and then chop the bitch's head off to make that helm.
I could do one more because I am getting quite tie-tie.
I know.
Yeah, so we don't know
Been
where
a hell of a day. Plus, we got
digging.
we got good old Kwame back here. Maybe he can be an extra wing, I guess.
Picking the sand up with his talons, and just kind of falls right out between.
He's like a dog, He's like.
It works.
You let the thinking to me over there, big boy.
So you guys begin digging?
Yeah.
We'll do another dig.
About another hour or so.
For old Harshy.
Big Iguana, thanks for subscription. Appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's my boy.
All right, so you guys keep on going on with the digging. Going on about an hour. Pulled out so much earth around here already and moved a lot of sand and excavated around these coffins and you keep on digging and pushing, and about an hour you guys go through and don't seem to knock any more caskets or anything, or find any sarcophagi lying in here. Don't seem to come across any magic items, and these guys are like making like a labyrinth, pulling up sand by sand in here. Hekaton or Harshnag would look around and say, "Look, guys, I appreciate the offer and looking around, but look, we don't need to waste any more time. I feel like it's out of here somewhere."
Harshnag, we know some people around Faerun. Perhaps we can get you a nice, even more badass battle axe. But I guess while we're here, we can still get you the skull of Imarith to make that helm
going.
Yeah, let's do that.
Sorry, bud.
It's all good. I have a feeling we're not gonna be able to find an axe for a buddy like me, my size, but it's okay. We'll figure it out.
Well, we'll see.
Why don't you get to slashing and bashing, bud?
Now you're speaking my language. Hey, Dawnbringer! Hello! Why don't you help me chop this dragon's head off here? Ooh, but that's gonna get me messy. Come on! I need this done! Okay.
Yeah. You guys just sit there. It takes you a couple of hacks, going left and right, just chopping away at the same spot over and over again repeatedly. And Harshnag's behind you. Come on, buddy, give it all you got. Let's go. Come on. And after a few slashes and hacking into it, finally, you fear that snapping of the spinal cord from where the skull is connected on it, and the head kind of just like, it takes a second for the weight of the skull to kind of fully crack off of it and just falls down and rolls a couple of feet in the sand, and Harshnag goes and runs, whoa, 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 and he goes and scoops it up before it falls into the pit. That was a close one.
There we go.
Hold on a second. Puts it down. I haven't put it down, and then I stick Dawnbringer through the neck, and I pick it up like it's like a marionette thing. Say, hey, look at me! I'm a blue dragon bitch! I'm dead, bro!
We got Pano in the chat saying Solrak supremacy.
Yeah!
No, we're called the Wrecking Crew, actually.
I like that better.
Or the
Sorax
Fang Gang, or the
supremacy.
Fang Gang.
Nice. So he says, "Give me that guy," and he pulls off the helm or the skull off of you and picks it up and says, "I can't tell you how long I've dreamed about holding this bitch's skull in my hands. You guys just made me a happy giant."
Yeah,
Well, we need to make you a healthy giant now. I don't like the sounds of that cough here.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's my old age or something.
Yeah.
Not what it
Must be
is.
the old age. Guys, let's
So,
now that we're done here, let's get on back to Maelstrom.
Anybody
to
got
fix the rest up.
anybody got a horn ready? Conch ready?
Heck,
Hang
time
on,
would say,
Harshnag.
We've got you covered. With the Coronor Scepter, we can teleport right to the throne.
Well, isn't that
Ooh,
fancy?
look at that.
Says, all you guys are done, you know, dismembering bodies and such. We can make our moves and get back to my daughter.
yes, and potentially dinner. Eh? Eh?
I guess we could eat his daughter.
Oh, man, he's just joking. I don't.
I could go for some food as well, but Wilmore, you'll have to stay outside.
That's usually where
Or
we
for
keep him
us.
anyways, Hucky.
Well,
Shall we?
if y'all are ready, and he lifts up the Coronor Scepter, about a 5-foot long scepter in his hand with a shell at the top of it, and it begins to glow and blaze the whole room with this colored lights, almost like you guys are looking through the crystal glass in Maelstrom with the ocean reflecting its lights into the crystal and the glass, and you see that kind of spread out all along the walls, and then everything goes white for a moment, and then you can get sucked through a vacuum and thrown straight down into the throne room of Maelstrom once again. You guys are in here, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Are
Hello.
you here?
Yes, I am in here.
All right.
Let me just make sure that you guys can all see.
Yep.
A vision turned on for everyone. Let me just actually adjust your vision just slightly, Wilmore, so that you get the ambient lighting.
I'm blind.
Yeah, and then Solrak. There you go. Alright, so you guys teleport back into Maelstrom instantly, and Hecaton, without wasting a moment of time, he runs on up to the throne, and Uther, sitting beside Sarissa, still kind of like, you see, staring at her intently and just like focused, and he looks over at Hecaton with the scepter in hand and says, "You all did it! You got it back!" And Hecaton says, "There's no time to waste!" And he gets up and he grabs the scepter, and Sarissa still like kind of outreached, you know, as she was, the scepter being pulled from her grasp, as Imrith was disguised as a storm giant in here before. Hecaton just gently repositions the scepter back into her grasp, and you see slowly, it's like a light kind of shining blue goes throughout her body from head to toes, and her grasp begins to firm along the scepter and begins to pull it tight, like she's recoiling back still from that action of fighting against Imrith. And then she notices her father standing in front of her, and says, "Father, you're alive!" She jumps up out of the scepter, or out of the throne, and wraps her arms around him and says, "Sarissa, it's great to see you again, my sweet, sweet daughter," and just gives her a big embrace and hug. And for a moment, you guys all just watch them as they're reconnected and rekindled in this moment.
Not bad for
That's-
some little folk, huh, guys? As I kind of like give a high five to Chaddington and Solrak.
As soon as she like came to, I'm sitting in the background just like waving at her, like the entire time she's hugging her dad.
I walk up to her. Say, my liege, and then I kneel. I bow out of respect. Welcome back. I have to ask you, remember anything?
Unfortunately, the last thing sorry, I'm a little shaken still. The last thing I remember is Thyrim in here grabbing the scepter from me. It seemed like something was taking over her, and it's really all I remember. And how long has it been?
Oh, been long enough for us to get your father back.
Oh,
So, been some time.
I looked at Chaddington and kind of whisper, Thyrim. It makes sense. You can't spell Imarith without Thyrim. Duh. Why didn't we think of that before?
Maybe if we had the big brains. Yeah, I kind of like gesture over
Maybe
to
if you guys didn't
Silverback.
call her Limerith for months and months.
There's no L in that.
We're really bad with names, all right, here at the Wrecking Crew. Just save the goddamn kingdom here. Give us a fucking break about the names.
Hecaton letting go of Sarissa, now, and Solrak speaking this, he would stand up tall and walk over to Solrak and kind of just pat him on the shoulder. His towering form. You guys are both giants, but he still towers over you significantly. He looks down at you with a mix of respect and sadness in his eyes. As you see, like, a single teardrop just kind of rolls down his cheek. You see him just kind of reeling in. My beloved wife once told me that if giants and small folk could learn to coexist peacefully and help one another, the world would be better off. And you guys kind of...
wife was a very wise lady. And
he would go on a bit more, and you guys would, listen intently as Hecaton tells you more about his wife, Neri, and her beliefs of storm giants and small folk, how you guys can work together to create this better world and free from tyranny of dragons and evil. And Harshnag, or Hecaton, moved by your heroism, he admits to you all, Queen Neri, she always mentioned how us giants and little folk could work together to thwart the tyranny of dragons, but I have to admit, I second-guessed that, and I never really trusted that, and I admit I should have heeded her words. And from this day forward, I vow to honor not only my wife, but you all. And I will change my ways. I will look at things through unfogged glass, and I will look at the ways of allying with small folk, and maybe believe that, this may be the test that Anum, the Allfather, has thrusted upon me and all of giant folks, and through this alliance, maybe once and for all, we can restore the Ordning as it was.
right as he's about to say the last word, as it was, I just, shh. You're gonna make me cry. You had us at hello. And I just start.
One thing is certain here, that the death of Imrith, this ancient blue dragon who has caused so much chaos and destruction and malice in my life. I believe that with her gone still, this will have no effect on the machinations of the other evil giant lords out there who are looking to take over my spot and rise above in the ordning, make themselves known and prove better to Anum. If you all still believe that, you're interested in taking out the rest of these giant lords, well, I will never hinder your efforts in doing so. As I mentioned, I believe that this is a way for me to prove, allying with you all, that I have what it takes to be the true king of all the giants.
Well, you can learn anything from this, which I hope you have, is well more. I look at fans. You can't judge the character of a person by their size. You can judge it by the size of their heart. If you're able to deliver that message to your people, you will prosper as king, Lord. I
Hekaton,
wish you luck.
we
Thank you so
I
much.
know we all think this, and we wish we could have saved your wife as well, but you can always count on the wrecking crew to be there for you. And at least we have you and Sarissa back together safely.
His arm's still around Sarissa, looks down at her, smiles. So he kind of sees a bit of Neri in her still, and another tear just rolls down his cheek. That is right, and family is all that we truly have in this life. It's great to be reunited with you, Sarissa. And she looks at him. Father, I never thought I'd see you again. And you'd look back at the rest of you guys. Make sure if there are those out there close to you in your hearts that still need you, that you do whatever you can to bring them back home and make things right.
You will, my lord. You will.
Cog, Tug, bring us some quipper, please. The gentlemen are hungry.
Oh,
Yeah! Now
yes.
it's time.
Oh, yes, Lord. Yes, my liege. Quipper, you got it. And they just hop on out of there, and you guys all sit around for a few minutes. Food comes out, and you guys all can feast, and they provide drinks for you guys all to indulge in. And as the night goes on, Hekaton, of course, would invite you all to stay for the evening, to get some rest, and in the morning, you guys can all do as you please from there.
And how much time do we have left on our giant net? Will that fade out as the night?
Say it again?
How much time will we have left on being giants?
Oh, when you guys wake up, essentially, you'll probably not be giants anymore. It's 24 hours total. You guys took it like kind of I guess midday, really. So yeah, you guys will be giants by lunchtime still.
Okay, so by lunchtime. Okay, cool. So we still have like morning time. Cool.
Yeah.
Last minute.
Maybe we can hustle over to get that sword quickly. Go fucking
Yes.
giants.
Hey!
Don't know if a giant will
Bad
fit
idea.
in the Hunt Lord's lodge though.
We'll make it
Stick
fit.
my arm in. Start slapping.
Like a like a toy box or something. Awesome. So anything around dinner or anything that you guys would want to talk about, or you guys just want to go and get your rest and call it a night?
I would be demolishing dinner like
Mhm.
it's tomorrow and ready to crash.
Love it.
Likewise, we can discuss in the morning.
Yep. Ready for bed. I'm actually a little exhausted, if you will.
You are. So yeah, you guys all hop into bed. Finally, you can get some fucking rest. You guys all wake up in the morning, nice and rested. You guys can take that long rest, wipe off the Fang and Wilmore. You guys are no longer exhausted.
Heyo.
And you guys would all get together in the morning and grab your stuff and go back up to the throne room where you see Hecaton with the scepter in hand sitting on the throne. Sarissa to his side and Uther to the other side. You guys haven't seen Mirren or Nim anywhere since you guys have come back. But, you know, nothing to really be too concerned about, really. Sorek, you got 333 health. What?
Yeah, I totally messed that up. Just right?
All good. Yeah, so you guys all get your stuff back together. You see Hecaton sitting in the throne. Says, Wrecking Crew, it's great to see you all. Hope the beds treated you okay. You look a little bit more rested than yesterday.
I feel good. Belly full of all these delicious meats you provided, and a good night's sleep. Ask for more than that, my lord.
Well, I know that you all are busy and have many tasks at hand. Won't hold you up too long, but if you need somewhere to be teleported to, you will give you one last go out of here. But with that, you all still have your conches. If you need anything from old Hecaton, you know where to find me.
That, and we'll definitely get up on that, my lord. Gents, do believe had that popcorn for the mission. That's very slippery. I may have dropped the evil sword. So, gotta go get that back.
We do
Yeah, it
need
totally
that.
wasn't my fault. That was super slippery. I think I touched Fang's bald head before, and it was like super sweaty, and it was like ew, and it just like.
Where
slipped
exactly
out.
did you leave it? Was it?
Harshness says you should have
it's
touched his
actually-
hands.
It's actually totally your fault, but we won't get into that.
Yes, exactly. We won't get into that.
We-
Discussing whose fault may or may not have been.
Yeah, we'll just all acknowledge that it was your fault.
Thank
Move
you.
on with our lives.
No. We won't get into it. We just will not.
Yep. We're not getting into it. That it's your fault. Acknowledge. and
Total
move
X
on.
salvation. Will not get into it.
Hecky baby, could you send us back to that Narinal place that you sent us to last time?
Oh, I don't think we ever sent you guys there. I think you figured out another way to get there, but we can, if
Oh,
you
yeah,
describe
we
it,
did.
we can definitely get you right on over there.
Noanar's Hold. It's just send us to the pub where it's kind of old and dingy.
Oh,
I
no,
wouldn't put us in the pub though, because we might break it.
That's right.
Well,
There's an old pub in the
could-
town that's very helpful.
yeah, so we could drop us off at the pub. To be honest, I feel like I should stop by there by myself. Last time I was there, and should probably apologize. Make it right.
I'd say it's a old, dark, rundown town.
It's called the White Art Inn.
Yeah, the White Art Inn.
Oh,
There you go.
well,
What?
can you you describe the area? You know, tell me more about it.
Well,
yes,
there's
Super
a
creepy. It's an old town, and there's basically this like old, ruiny. I guess it's like an old kingdom where these haunted dudes lived. They come in and haunt it all the time.
It's kind of the Midwest of the High Forest.
The lodge is, like I said, actually, really all the buildings around are dilapidated.
Everything's boarded up.
And there's a lodge on top of the hill. That's where the huntsmen reside. And at the bottom of the hill, right across from it, is where the White Hart Inn is located. Again, dilapidated looking.
Everything.
Yeah, and
No,
somewhere in there
no,
there's
no.
there's a sword covered in butter.
A sword
That's
covered in
right.
butter. Okay.
Very slippery sword. You might want to use a towel to pick it up or something.
Oh,
Just saying.
Uther, did you get that? Oh, yes, my lord, I think I did. Okay, gentlemen, come along. Uther would lead you guys over to the meditation cave. If you guys click on your tokens, is it giving you guys vision still, or does it black everything out?
I see everything.
You see everything?
So if you click off your token, you can see everything.
No, I don't.
If you
God,
click
my
your
shit
token,
is so
it
slow
does
right
the
now.
vision.
You see the whole
Oh,
map?
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, if you click off your token, you can see the whole map.
Oh. Okay. Shouldn't be like that. It's probably because I have
just
a bunch of lights in here, but it's all good.
Yeah.
The settings set on wrong. Okay. So, you guys would go on in there. Harshnag, as you guys are going on there, whoa, my buddies, he's like, you guys have noticed, as, like, you guys have been in here, he's been eyeing up the place, and he's kind of in awe of everything in here, and, being in Hecaton's, kingdom. So, little buddies, you know, I'm not feeling so hot lately, and I'm not so sure if I should go up along with you all. Hackathon, do you mind if I stay here? Well, there's a room. We could certainly keep you in for a bit, but Harshnag, I don't think we can keep you here forever. Oh, you know, just until I get my shit back together and we can, you know, I'm feeling a little bit better after waking up from Imrit's captivity and whatnot. Hackathon, okay, that is agreeable. And Harshnag would just, you know, hey, so little buddies, I think I'm gonna stay back here. You know, I appreciate you guys helping and finding me and everything, and I mean, I really thought that I was long gone for sure, but hey, can't ever give up hope on the wrecking crew now, can you?
Well, do you want us to come back when we're done?
I mean, I'd
And
really
while
love to
they're
see you
talking,
guys.
I'm looking at him to see if he actually is getting better, if he's just saying that.
Yeah. Make an investigation roll. Or you can make an insight if you want.
Ooh.
So yeah, just stay select on your guys' tokens. For the vision. Hopefully it's not wrong on
See, I
that.
don't hate that because sometimes my shit will go in the darkness and I can click it and go get it. Oh, this is realistic.
Yeah. No, I mean, you guys just shouldn't see the whole map, but it's all good. It's just here. 12. You're looking at him, and I mean, it doesn't look any better from yesterday, even after taking a rest and getting some food in his belly and everything. Look at him; he's still looking pretty weak, and not like the Harshnag that you guys all know. You know, he was ripped, jacked, and sculpted, and bulging muscles everywhere. But he's still a big guy, but you can definitely tell that he's getting frailer.
I come, giving a hug, giant still,
Mm-hmm.
and whisper into his ear. Please have the giants here help you cure whatever evil is ailing you. Can't lose you, my friend.
Whoa,
Say that
Solrak,
quietly.
what are you talking about? Evil ailing me?
God damn it, Solrak.
I just gotta, I'll get better. What are you talking about? I just gotta, I was beaten up and chained and starved.
Harshnag, I don't think you understand that. That wizard that woke you up, he might have taken something from you more than your sword, buddy. So I'm gonna need you to lay low for a little bit until you feel 100%. And if and I kind of like whisper to him, if old Hecky tries to kick you out, you call us, okay? Because I am team Storm Giant, but I'm team Frost Giant too.
Chaddington, is Harshnag the one that had the sending stone with you?
That one's gone. I think the other one was left in the. Unless you have the other side of the sending stone, my friend.
Oh, that stone got smashed in the cave-in. Have you been trying to reach me?
Oh, every day?
Little buddies. You Guys.
It was just me. They gave up on you though, but it was me.
Well, I appreciate it, Wilmore.
Anytime.
But what are you saying about this Narvi stealing from me? I don't understand.
I'm gonna check my compass, kind of like at him.
Like showing him?
No, I'm gonna like check it. Like I'm gonna look at it and see if it says anything. If it says something, then I'll show him.
Yeah, you pull out your compass and you start using the detect magic spell that's imbued in it, and your compass starts pinging towards the necromantic side of things.
And I could get. You see this, my friend? I think
I think your compass
you may
is
have a
broken.
little.
It doesn't say
No.
north, south, east, west on there. Nothing.
I know this little thing over here says that you have a little bit of necromancy magic on you. So I think you're the Dark Wizard. He kind of, specializes in stealing souls and parts of bodies and all that good stuff. And I think that might be an issue here.
You don't think?
Oh, I pretty much know.
Yep, we know.
That's what they did with the snake guy in there too.
So what I'm gonna ask of you is to try to lay low. We're gonna go take care of this, and then we're gonna go try to take care of you, buddy.
You don't. That bastard? You mean I was actually dead?
I think you might have been.
You just see him
It explains why we couldn't hear you.
punches into the coral walls and just cracks a little bit underneath his fist. And the first time you've seen like actual strength in him this whole time. Oh God! That bastard! You guys are gonna make him pay for this, right? You gonna fix this?
I think the game plan is.
Don't worry. We're gonna fillet that son of a bitch alive.
Make sure that you
like,
leave the scalp
whoa,
for
that's
me."
very graphic. Yeah, of course. We'll leave you the main event.
You see him like shaking his head and thinking, well, that just, I mean, that makes sense and that explains a lot, but I don't know how much time I got then. Is there like is there a time on this thing? Is there like a sand dial or something that was taken away?
We'll say this: the snake guy was looking way worse than you, and he's expected to have about a month. So don't worry, Harshnag. Like really, just try and relax, just get some rest, and believe me, you're doing much better than he is, and we'll have this bitch taken care of in no time.
Well, I don't know what else I can do about this right now. I wish I could go out there and help you all, but old Harshnag, I don't think I got it in me. I think I'll just hold you guys back.
No, what you need to do is just take care of yourself and rest. Again, the storm giants here are gonna take care of you, and I'm sure we'll check up on you too, buddy.
All right. Well, don't go too long without reaching back, okay? I want to make sure everything's okay.
We'll be good.
Wrecking crew, I owe you everything.
I owe you a good time.
You're gonna make me cry again. Oh God.
So he just starts walking away with his head kind of down and
Hey, Harshnag.
kicking the floor.
It's not a goodbye. It's a see you later, buddy.
Just kind of gives you a nod and just a small smirk, and then turns the corner and walks away.
I kind of lean back, goes, so I should say bye? Oh, okay.
Trying to make it a little happier for him. All right.
Yeah, I'd be sad too if I was dead.
All right. To know
Just loud enough for him to hear.
No!
Damn it.
So, Uthar says, alright, gentlemen, you know the procedure. Everyone grabs hands, walks together, begins to close his eyes.
Hold on a second. Before we go, I'm gonna go get some dirt, some insanity. We can just hang out here for another hour or so. Actually, I'll do sanity later. I'm just gonna get some enough stuff to do it, and then we'll go. Because they got braziers everywhere. It sounds like.
Sounds good.
All right.
So.
I'm not gonna summon her, but because that takes an hour, and I won't be giant while we do this.
That's right. So you guys hold hands, lock hands, and watch as all the coral and lichen on the walls begins to shimmer and glow, pulsate, as you guys, the scenery around you begins to shift and drift away, and you guys are teleported right to Noenar's Hold. Get one more out here. Right in front of the lodge, even. Fang, by the way, your HP can be doubled right now.
Hell yeah. That's
So can you guys see inside the lodge at all right now?
No,
So
it's dark outside
that's
too.
how it's fully dark. Or you can see.
No, it's like
It's dimmed,
it's like
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, it's dark in the
Perfect.
lodge.
so you can't see nothing in the lodge, right?
Go over here, look in the window. What's going
I
on in the
can't
window?
see.
Oh, you can look in the window, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I
Alright,
still
so you
can't.
can be like-
Even if I'm there, I can't
Cool.
see it.
but now there's a window
Nah,
over here. You
this
can see
one
it.
right
You
here.
can see a light coming out.
Yeah, perfect. That's
What's
exactly
in
what I
the
wanted.
window?
Yeah, I think it was something.
What?
I
That's so cool.
token player accessible stats on those light tokens probably or something. That's probably why you could see everything. All right, stop moving around, guys.
We're casing the place,
Well, that's what you
man.
get
We're
for
casing it. This is what we're
So,
doing.
as you guys teleport and everything kind of shimmers away from your view, you guys can't help but feel this kind of sense of awe and the potential for like the cooperation between the giants and small folk, as you guys have been called over and over again by them. The fate of the Ordning and the world itself really rests in the hands of the Wrecking Crew. So whether you guys believe or Hecaton's beliefs are correct, about standing up against the Tyrannia dragons or fighting the other giant lords to protect him and get the Ordning back together for him, that's totally up to you guys or not, of course. But you guys can't help but, think about all the potential and how much responsibility and power that you guys really have with the position that you guys are currently in. So with that said, you guys make it back to Noenar's Hold, correct? And standing outside where, for whatever reason, it's the middle of the day, but it's still eerily dark out. As this place just seems to have a shroud of darkness surrounding it at all times. Solrak with the Dawnbringer out illuminates around you guys a little bit. So you guys can see his light shining around you guys, right?
yes.
Okay, cool. With that, Solrak kind of walking down this path, and you guys get approaching this house, getting closer and closer. Eerie silence falls over the whole settlement and area as you guys, had been here before. Obviously, it was kind of strange and creepy how people were secluded and locked away and staying indoors. But even right now, it seems like even more eerily so, abandoned almost. And Wilmore, as you guys get this feeling, and Solrak is leading the way with the Dawnbringer illuminating the way. To your west, Wilmore, something catches your eyes. Just kind of slowly shifting and swaying in the trees.
Gonna go. Huh? What is It's gonna kind of like squint at it a little bit. Kind of.
You look out there with your 21 passive perception, and you notice that what you see kind of hidden behind some leaves and brush of the trees, swinging underneath you see some limp feet, just kind of slowly moving side to side, with the breeze blowing it ever so slightly as a body is hanging from that tree.
Solrak, what did you do? And I start like walking faster and faster and faster over there, like an accelerated jaunt.
As you get on over
Not like super like, oh my god, what's going on? But it's like, Solrak, did you just kill the whole town? Just walking over.
As you get over there, you're staring at the feet hidden behind the branches and of the trees as intently as you can, and you look up to see the body hanging from a noose in a tree of the elder elven man that was inside the tavern, the White Hart Inn, that you guys all spoke to for quite a bit of time before going on in there.
Kind of look up at him and I go, hey guys, remember when I said we needed to focus a little bit more, and this is why. And I like flick the dead guy's feet and he just kind of like sways a little bit. It's like, so how about stop killing people? And I kind of like
scream.
start
I'm so upset. Lost his life.
I guess
Stop
that's
him
one way to get him
swinging.
out of the lodge.
like as I walk away, I Eldritch Blast the rope just to like cut him down.
Body falls limp onto the ground, and Sorak, as you're still standing by it, you hear a kind of like a wind whooshing kind of sound. Couldn't hear what you said.
I'm gonna see where I heard it from. Like a smell and a hearing.
You look right over towards the body, and apparating from the body, you see a spectral image of the elven man appear. He just stares at you, floating, kind of hovering in the space, and has a look on his face of malice.
I'm so sorry. Promise I will avenge you. Just rest in peace.
See him goes to reach to speak to you, but as he does, his jaw just unhinges from his face and falls down, as the last thing that you remember from hearing from him was his scream out in the woods. And you look down at the body as well, and you notice that the jaw is unhinged from the corpse as well, ripped off of his head.
I take a step back, horrified.
Just
Can they see this or just me?
Wilmore started walking away. I'm not sure what Fang is doing. I mean, if they looked back, they would absolutely see it as well.
Yeah, I would have looked back if I heard something.
Yeah. So this ghost, this apparition, begins to try to like speak to you, but the jaw kind of completely falls off its face and just goes up and tries to reach for you instead, and then points into the lodge with a shaky finger.
Look over at the lodge. Look over at him. I know what he means. And I show him Dawnbringer. I say, I will finish this. I turn and head over to the lodge.
Right. I forgot to do this.
Oogie. The big ghost.
Spooky ghost pick.
Fucking ghost!
Alright, so you say that and show the Dawnbringer, and he kind of just, still floating there, apparating, just kind of drifts back into the woods and the branches and a bit, and into the mist and disappears. And you no longer see that apparition in front of you, but you definitely feel all the hairs on your arms and the back of your neck stand up.
For the record, out loud, I was very, very tough, but inside, I felt like this. Totally
Amazing.
inside my head, but stood tough, though, on the outside.
Amazing.
So I kind of look
And,
back and see all that, and I go, so I guess there's a couple other things to finish up here, guys.
That's right. Let's end these bastards. Free this town from this evil. get this sword out of here too.
Hey, Tidepool Dreams, thanks for sending a raid over here. Appreciate it. We got
What
14
that
people in
means,
here
but
right
that sounds
now.
awesome. Woo!
Nice. Appreciate that. So you guys standing all around here, trying to decide what to do. What is it that you guys decide to do?
So we're still giants, right?
You guys are all still giants, and the size of this building does not allow for giants. I would allow you guys to, if you willed yourself to get back down to size, you certainly could.
What if we try to destroy the building?
You'd see what happens.
God, I don't like when he says it like that.
Maybe we just make a small hole, and I come over here and just like punch the door open.
Yeah, you go to punch that door open, and it is rock solid. Does not budge, but behind it, a little slit opens up, and you see some beady eyes peer behind it. It says, "Oh, who goes there?" He looks up at it. You, standing tall, slides it shut again real quick.
Maybe we should sneak in the back like last time if we can fit.
Why don't you guys try sneaking in the back? I bang the door again.
Bang the
And I
door
go,
again. Yeah.
Do you already forget us, old man?
Do I forget you? Who are you? I don't know who you are. And he just slams the thing shut again, and you hear some scurrying going on in there.
Well, gentlemen?
I take out my adamantine sword and start hacking away at the door.
Start hacking away at the door. Go ahead, and you're gonna go up to the door with Wilmer at it. Go ahead and make a just do it to hit the roll. Your actual attack roll.
Hold on. Okay. 26.
26. Yeah, go ahead and roll damage. Go and step back with the quarter staff and using your giant strength slam into this thing, which of course will do an extra 2d8. So
9. I said 20 damage.
Off the hinges, you blast this door right off of it, and you can see inside here as there's another door, double set of double doors behind it that are shut currently. And no sign of the strange dwarven man inside.
Was it the same guy that was here last time?
Correct.
Or is it? Okay.
I try to just open the door, like the doorknob.
The next set of doors?
Yes.
You go to, reach on in there. You can't get your body inside of this, lobby area because you are a giant currently, and this is about 10 feet tall ceilings maximum in here. And you guys are about 15 feet tall currently.
Does the door at least open?
The door is off of its hinges.
I thought you said there was another set of doors.
Yes, behind it.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now. I don't know. Chaddington, what do you think? Should we just start lighting it on fire?
I mean, I'd love to just have him open this damn door. I knock on it again. We're here for the hunt, old man.
No one's scheduled for today. Go away. You hear some more scuffling going on. Further beyond the foyer entrance, and that's all that you can pick up from that. You can't fit in there.
And now I'm gonna go around the sides and see if there's any other case the place.
Okay. Yeah, start going around, and yeah, you do of course see this one window that isn't boarded up here, and in there, you'd imagine of course is the room right behind that double doorway. You see a set of armor clad up and placed against the wall, full armor. The rest of the windows, as you push yourself around, you see pretty much all boarded up except for that one.
Huh. Well, maybe. Hold on a second, guys. I'm gonna normalize myself and crawl through the window.
Wilmore, you will yourself back down to normal size, and you can keep your extra HP as temp HP.
All right.
So
That's gonna be 94 temp HP.
shrink yourself down to size and get down, and now you have to get on your tippy toes to look into the window at your little halfling size. But you can fit in there, no problem, if you really wanted to.
I'm gonna go on in there, slide in, and go to open the door so they can at least see in.
Okay, absolutely. Wilmore, you kind of takes you a little bit to get that window open, and you begin going on in there to open up the doors, and get on in there, push the door open, or you see go to, and this one seems to be locked as well, but you see a flat bar kind of situated at the back of it, kind of holding it in place.
Oh, Jesus Christ, this place locked up. I try to unlock the door.
Yeah, go ahead and make a strength check.
There it is. Okay, it's back down to 0.
Move this token in here so people can see what's going on in here.
Oh, why is it? I had to roll 2. I had disadvantage?
No, yeah, it rolled 2 for Luke as well. I'm not sure why I did that. To hit.
Yeah, it's 8.
8. Yeah, you go in there and let me move your token a second. Yeah, you begin to try to get underneath the bar and pushing it up, and it's a little bit high for you to get full leverage and strength underneath of it. You're trying. You're sitting under there and you're giving it your all, but over your shoulder you hear some creaking as the suit of armor behind you begins to animate and come to life, and begins to
As soon as as I see it, I'm like, oh Jesus Christ!
move its way towards you.
And I try again, more fervently, to unlock this door.
Make another strength check.
I guess I'm right in front of the door.
As you do this as quickly as you possibly can, the body of armor holding a massive long sword in its hands lifts it up in the gauntlet and
That's
goes
an 18.
to slam it down at you, and you just get it up and barely are about to push it on over, but it falls back down, and you cannot get that bar up and over, unfortunately, as this animated suit of armor lurches at you and begins to try to attack. An 11 to hit. And he swings
Would I have
again.
heard any of
A
this?
16 to hit. Imagine, yes, with your perception, you hear Wilmore jamming the metal thing, and then frantically, as you hear a bit of rusty armor squeaking and squelching going on in there. And Wilmore, we're gonna roll initiative.
You guys just hear me at this point going, guys!
You guys can
I
will
look
yourself
at
whenever
Fang.
you want to.
I say it's shrinking time. And you're
Oh, the hunt lords are still in here.
But I'm going in after him.
Here you go. 2c4.
You guys can also roll initiative then. And you're shrinking down. You guys keep that extra health as temp HP.
Scroll. Give me something. No, is that a nat
Okay.
one?
And with
Fuck.
that, it looks like Wilmore is leading off the initiative. Oh, nice.
That one.
Ulrich.
Jesus, dude.
You can use your ambush superiority dice feature if you wanted to.
Ooh, yeah, I'll do that.
Well, I mean, you would have to get all the way up to 19.
Actually, yeah, no, fuck it. It's not
Like,
worth it. It's armor.
yeah, right?
That's
Unless
true.
there's something else.
That is
but-
true.
Yeah.
So with that, Wilmore, you duck under the two swings of this longsword as this moving piece of armor begins to lurch towards you and tries to attack you. What do you do?
So I'm
Some
gonna
combat
just
music.
swing my loot around and just start hammering on it and just be like, help me, and that's gonna be shatter.
Ooh,
So that's
shatter.
gonna be, yeah. So he's made of metal, right?
That is correct.
Disadvantage on the save.
Yeah, isn't it just rock stuff, or is it just any
It
inorganic
says
material?
inorganic
Yeah, that's what it
material
is,
such
yep.
as stone, crystal, metal.
Okay, so I'm sorry, it's con
17 con save.
with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
A 5. I rolled a 17 on my first dice.
There you go. And I'm also gonna angle it so it like hits the door as well. So if the door can make a saving throw too, maybe.
Yes. Let's see the door. Yeah, no, it fails. So just whatever the damage is.
All right, so that's 10.
10 damage, and it's thunder damage. Is that what it is?
Thunder,
on shatter?
thunder.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So kind of rock this armor. You hear all the gauntlets and the breastplate and the helm kind of shudder and shake and clamor, and the door swings open wide under your attack there. And anything else for Wilmore?
They just see me standing there with my loot out, and I just kind of look over to them and start pounding away at it.
Awesome. Nice. Even hit the end turn. Love it.
For you.
I'm sorry. Is it half damage on Shatter if he succeeds? Because he
It's
actually
half of it.
he has advantage on magical effects. I just remembered. So I take 5 damage then. So yeah, that he's going to lift up his long sword and swing it at you. 24 to hit.
Shield.
Shield. Spectral shield just pings all around you, protecting you from that. It goes to hit you again, but it just bounces right off again. And that brings us to Fang.
All right. I hear Chaddington kind of start going to town at this armor. So to kind of get involved in the action now, I'm back to normal size. Bonus action, I'm gonna use one of my key points and feel a little light on my feet as I use Step of the Wind to dash all the way through the. Whoops. Oh shit! Jesus Christ, my shit's slow. Hold on. Dash all the way to the window, through the window.
Aren't both the doors open now?
Yeah, both doors are open.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
you can just go
Oh,
right
you can just go right in.
So he just runs around the corner, jumps through the window.
That was close.
He shattered the door open. That's why
We
you can,
just
that's why you
stare
can
at
see
him
in
like,
there.
Aha.
Meg's like, I got this.
Okay, well we're here regardless. So we went through the door,
Okay.
and so I would
Love
be
it.
right here then.
Okay.
And with quarterstaff, I'm gonna just start hacking away like a good old baseball swing. But before I do that, I say, flame on! As with my helm of brilliance, my quarterstaff engulfs in this fire.
Nice. It completely lights up.
25.
25 will hit.
And I'm assuming we don't get the extra 2d8 damage on the. Okay.
No.
So there's 11 damage from the initial quarterstaff strike, and then with Helm of Brilliance. And this isn't undead, is it?
No.
Okay. So he's gonna get an extra 1d6 fire damage though.
Just kind of tarnishes his armor just a little bit, scorching it, turning it a little black.
Yep. So 2 more damage.
Nice.
All right, and then again with quarterstaff, a 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
Yep, with a 8 more damage. Oh, did I roll? Oh shit! Hold on, I rolled the wrong one. That was quarterstaff of gliding. I gotta go back to Helm of Brilliance. There we go. 1d6. Oh yeah, 1.
Solid.
Yes. And then bonus action. Um
So you didn't use you dashed the bonus action, right?
yeah, but well, I did that because I thought
Well, it's
door
yeah,
was
you have
closed.
50 feet of movement. Never mind.
Yeah.
But is
So-
illuminating your thing with the helm a bonus action?
Let me double check. I thought it just said you speak a command word.
It's actually use an action to speak a command word. So if you want to do
Fuck.
those attacks, go ahead and just burn a key point. And we'll call it even Stevens.
Cool with me.
All right, that'll end your turn.
Yeah.
All right, Soul Rack.
Okay, quick question for you. Could I dash and then use a bonus action to attack?
No, your bonus action to attack is only if you use the attack action. You can, however, dash and then action surge and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, I'm gonna dash over right next to Fangy Boy over here. Ow. Oh, 'cause I'm sorry. Damn it. And bam.
Oh shit.
But I am red. It won't let me move. I don't know why.
it won't let
That's
you move.
so
Maybe it's
for me.
because of
Is the sword?
Oh
maybe?
wait, yeah.
Yeah, no, they're locked.
Go ahead.
Oh.
I had you locked.
Yeah. Son of a bitch.
Don't go in that house.
No one put Solak in the corner. But I am going on the corner here, Fang. And I'm going to use my action surge to hit this bitch with Dawnbringer.
Go for it.
Dirty 23.
Oh yeah, that'll hit. Oh guys, fix your strength scores.
I did already, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Solrak, fix yours. 23. So
Everybody but
it'll
Solrak
hit.
fixed it.
Actually, no. What's your normal strength score?
Hold on. Do I motion? Do I take the charge off?
No.
You just do the
yeah,
turn off the
I'll fix it
override.
for you.
There we go.
Done. So yeah, you're down to just a +3 right now because you're not wearing your belt that makes you stronger. So
Yeah, weak bitch.
so +3 +5 is a +8. 9 +8 will not be a hit. Go ahead and roll again.
Oh,
D&D arithmetic.
son of a bitch.
That's right. Hey, it still says +14, but that one will hit.
Suck a dick.
26 will hit.
Go.
So that's 15 damage. Yes. Okay. Anything else for Soul Wreck? You can use your bonus action if you want.
Wait, wasn't that my bonus action? My action search?
Action Surge is a free action. It's a free thing that just allows you to be able to do another attack.
Oh.
Or another action, rather.
Ooh, so so I guess I could swing again. I don't know what I don't want to rage. I'm okay.
Yeah, I mean, you can use the demon sword if you want.
Oh, cool. And note, since I hit it, now its movement is reduced by half.
Cool. Good to know.
Slasher. Demon sword, let's rock.
Is it half or 10 feet?
Double check it. 25 to hit.
25 will hit, but that's still not doing the right math. It should be 8 on the plus, so 21. That will hit. Go refresh your character sheet, because it's still picking up those the wrong modifier. Your demon sword should be a +8. Yeah, that'll hit. So 10 plus 6 damage, 16 damage. Okay.
I'm gonna do a test roll. Ignore this one.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yep,
let's
that's
see.
right. Cool. All right, that brings us to the top of the initiative, where you guys can see this other armor up in the north, just barely begins to creak and animate as well, and begins to lurch towards you all. Wilmore, that brings us to you though.
Gonna blast the one directly in front of me. 1.
Disadvantage though, if it's
Oh yeah.
front of you.
Hold on. There's that. So that's 23. But let me re-roll another d20 and then add 9 to it. 18.
That one will miss.
All right. And then that should do 2.
Someone in the chat says, so this is what D&D is supposed to look like? Ours is more like goblins in the circus.
12.
12 will miss as well. Goes wide.
And third one misses as well. This one goes low though. Hits him right by his feet.
The 26?
Oh, that was 26?
Yeah. I see a 17
Oh.
plus 9.
All right. No, the bottom one was
Advantage.
is a 15. It rolled 2. It
Ah,
didn't.
I see that now. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, yep. Unfortunately, yep, that one goes for his feet, but he dances
Good.
over it and misses.
Could
Anything
have run
else?
away.
No, run
I'm
away?
gonna- probably should have ran away first and then done that, but
Yeah, he's going to
here we are.
take an attack
Yep.
of opportunity on you. 15 will miss, but continues to swing right towards Fang. Ooh, a 25 to hit.
That will hit.
He does 14 points of slashing damage, and then goes to swing again. 19 to hit.
Just misses.
Ooh, just misses. Okay. With that, just kind of like creaking, trying to swing all these attacks that hit you, but you dodge out of that last one. His little buddy up in the north begins to come closer to Solrak. You actually notice
good.
that like it, creaks and makes all sorts of terrible noises as it moves its way towards you, but does not seem to be able to get all the way right there. And that brings us to Fang.
This first armor, is it looking like visibly like
Tarnished?
damaged
Yeah, it's-
damaged from our hits?
yeah. I'd say it's like a little, yeah. It's pretty dented and beat up and tarnished.
Okay. Yeah, so I just take my my flame quarterstaff and just keep going for the two-handed baseball swings right where like its head would be.
Go for it. Right on the helm.
25.
Ooh, 25 will hit.
11 plus a d6. Oh, there we go. 15 damage.
15, nice.
All right.
Crack it right on its helmet. Spins around and you leave like a dent right on its cheek.
Another one. Another 25.
25, yeah.
Another 9 damage plus. Oh yeah, big old one.
Nice. 10 points of damage.
Yep. And then bonus action with my with my shiny bald head, I just kind of go for like a head bump right in like his sternum area.
All right, go for it.
Oh, a natural 20. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, 20.
Hold on, do that again.
Wait all day to do that.
Yeah, 20.
It's got to be turned up just a little bit. That's awesome.
All right.
So good.
So we'll take 8 plus 11, so
19.
19 damage
Nice.
on that headbutt.
Oof. A big old headbutt. Dent in the breastplate and just leave a massive, like, convex indentation right there, and or concave rather.
Concave, I
Yeah,
would hope.
concave. Yes. And it is looking pretty shaken up right now, but still standing. Anything else?
Finish him off, Solrak.
You got it! But first, it's rage time here!
that.
Rage, yeah. I'm gonna swing the hail. Dawnbringer. A dirty 22.
22 will hit.
So that's 9 damage.
Nice.
Swing again. Oh yeah, 27. And that is 15 damage.
27 for 15 damage. Nice. Yeah, he is looking pretty fucking beat up. Like, it's wobbly. Gauntlet is like falling off of its like where an arm should be and everything.
Well, now it's time for Demon Sword here. And I'm gonna, if I hit, I'm aiming for the neck. Hopefully, turn that shit off.
Hell yeah.
Bam. 16.
16 will miss, unfortunately.
Son of a biscuit.
Yes, barely holding his stuff together. Wilmore, you see he's about to collapse.
I just catch him with a couple blasts.
Alright.
One. Come on. That's gonna miss. 2. Oh, that's gonna hit, but it's gonna do not a lot of damage. 27 for 5 damage.
Nice. You just see the hit go into him, and as like, you know, Fang's attacks and Sorak's slashes have been all kind of denting him, bouncing him around, even your shatter, you notice that just had no seeming effect on him at all.
Well, that was
Look
pleasant.
over at Chattington. Nice shot.
Anything else for you?
I guess I can't hit him again, and I don't really have any other things. I just go, anytime, buddies. Kind of like move over here.
Awesome. With that, the one right in front of Fang can barely lift up his sword, just goes backhand and tries to up slash at him. 12 to hit on that. Following through, slashing down on Sorak overhead. 12 to hit on that as well.
And I'm going to use a reaction
Okay.
to attack this bitch.
All right.
And go ahead and use Dawnbringer with that. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. 26.
That will hit.
13 damage.
And roll a d8 as well, or d10 as well. And spend that superiority dice.
A 2. Great.
So, nice. But with that, you slash at him and you take off his helm off his torso and shoulder area. You hear all the metal clatter to the ground and collapse right in front of you.
I look back at Chattington. That's how it's done here.
With that, the one standing away approaches you, Sorak, with its long sword in its hands and gives a swing at you. 25 to hit.
Son of a biscuit. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna. No, I can't. I can't do anything.
Can't do nothing with that, unfortunately. Yeah, because you already used a reaction. So 11 damage, half to 5 for you. And then it slashes again. That one you block it with your Dawnbringer and just, you know, parry that attack, and does not get through. And that brings us to Fang.
All right, I slide up right in this space and just right on upside of the head. A nice swing with the quarterstaff. And let's see. Oh, another 25.
Big old 25s tonight, yeah. That'll
Oh
hit.
yeah, 6 damage.
Nice.
9 damage. And we'll do it again. 13.
13 will miss, unfortunately. I mean, it hits his body, but you see it ding, just kind of gives you a
Right.
baseball elbow.
Bonus action. You know, that headbutt seemed to really work on the last one, so we're gonna go ahead with the headbutt again.
Let's do it.
21.
That'll just hit.
All right, and we're gonna make that a stunning strike.
Okay. That
Oh yeah, 12 damage on that.
con save.
That is a con save. DC 17.
And, you see, you headbutt him, and yeah, and you do a little bit of damage on him. You try to stun him as you do with a lot of other your enemies, but being this kind of construct that it is, and not really a sentient, fully physical being, don't seem to have any effect with the stunning on him.
No worries. All right, and it's gonna be my turn.
Alrighty, Solrak.
Alright. I'm going to look over at Fang and say,
Good job. Let's fuck this guy up here.
Anger. Dirty 22.
That will hit.
14 damage.
Nice.
Swing again. Another dirty 22 with 15 damage.
Nice.
That's how we do it, buddy.
Yeah, but and now it's time for Demon Sword here. Ooh, a dirty 26 with
15 damage. Solid. You guys just hear a bunch of ding dong dong pings off of the armor left and right as you guys are banging into it. It looks dented and beat up, but still has this kind of red fury glowing within its helm. Wilmore.
Just feeling all this vitality from the giant potion. I just feel like I got to get into it, and I just run up there and I pull my loot out and I just fucking whack them with it.
Fuck yeah, let's go. Smack him with the loot.
Blast them with the loot.
I think it's the first time you've ever done it.
I think you're right. And
I was gonna say,
there
is it
you
a natural
go.
20?
No,
24, 24,
Hey!
nice. That'll hit.
24. I'll roll some damage.
Gave
The
this
old
loot to you.
loot smack.
Game
The
4.
old 1d6.
90 games ago, you got this loot.
I get my 8 damage on. I just bam.
Bam! Love it.
It's one of those things like the loot is naturally concave, then his head hits right in the concave part.
Perfect. I love it.
And I'm like holding it there while I tell everybody like, get him!
Anything else for you?
That's it.
Nice. As you swing at him, yelling, he looks down at the little one in front and just kind of like holds his hand out, just blocking you, and then swings at Solrak again. 21 to hit.
He beat.
You have 20. Oh yeah, that's right.
And I'm gonna attack it. with
Okay, sure.
my reaction.
Okay, so attack with reaction. Go for it.
Wait, is he swinging again? Is that what you're saying over there?
I mean, yeah, he is.
Up
You didn't see this yet, though.
Nah, okay, I'll attack. That's better. Maybe I'll finish him off with a cool nat 20 over here.
If you
You
get in
never
that
know.
20, we'll see. That would be cool.
No, we're not 20! Suck a dick, bitch!
Wow. Wow. Solrak,
And
how do
that,
you do it?
ladies and gentlemen, is how it's done.
How do you do it, Solrak?
Oh yeah. So, basically, I just start filleting this stupid little thing. Like you're hearing the sword just like you're at a sushi place or Benihana. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, and I'm just chopping this fucker thing off. His hands are falling, the gauntlets, the arms, legs, and things like that, and eventually he is just like
The description.
completely disemboweled pieces everywhere, and they're all kind of twitching still, like a goldfish out of water. You know what I mean? But it's just
It's amazing.
completely disintegrate.
It's so funny. Lex and I were talking about Benihana yesterday and how we like literally brought up Benihana, and it's like, when the fuck do you ever bring up Benihana? And there you go.
Never.
Last time you went to Benihana.
That's hilarious. Yeah, slashing you, he goes to lunge at you with a great sword attack and blocking Wilmer out with one side. He's not fully paying attention. He misses the attack, and you just see an opportunity to go back at him relentlessly and just slashing away, hitting every piece of armor on its body until ding, 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 it collapses onto the ground around all your guys' feet and is no longer animated. However, you do hear some more scurrying beyond the door to the north, and that is where we will pick it up the next time we all get together.
Oh man, I'm gonna end on a nat 20. I'll take it.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
That was sick.
Awesome.
That was epic. I'm so
That was
happy we
good.
did that.
I love the description of how you were finishing off with the noises of like the metal, and you're kind of like, you look like you're a hibachi chef. That was
I
great.
randomly ran into those sword noises earlier, editing a clip, and then when you guys brought it, when Nate brought it up, I was like, "Oh shit, the sword noises!"
Perfect.
But
Amazing.
now I know.
Well, awesome game, guys, tonight. Thank you guys so much for playing. Thank you, everyone who tuned in tonight. Apparently, I need to thank Honkmeister for sending all these people in here to watch us tonight.
Honk, honk,
I
we
really
love you.
appreciate it. We all appreciate it very much. You can catch us every Sunday in here playing. We usually do like 5 o'clock Pacific time, 8 o'clock Eastern, Atlantic time, I believe is the technical term.
Eastern.
I'm kidding.
Atlantic time.
Well, no, thank you
Fucking
everyone for
nerds.
watching tonight. Thank you guys for playing. I hope you guys had a good time. I'm excited to jump back in here on Sunday and wrap up No Nars Hold and you guys going against those Hunt Lords once and for all. And hopefully you can recover that sword. Maybe not. We'll see.
Better be there.
With that, guys, you have completed Storm King's Thunder, the module of Storm King's Thunder. So, good job, guys.
So from
Congratulations.
this moment on,
Yeah.
it's all Nate.
It's
all
from
Nate.
now on, it's all me, baby. So,
So hopefully it's not like
So
the last
buckle
3
up.
seasons of Game of Thrones when they ran out of material. Hopefully, hopefully not.
No, it's gonna be like season 1. It's just Nate showing his wiener.
wieners, puppy wieners.
Hey, there's the penis chicks. I sent Nate like a meme on Instagram how D&D is like, it's like supposed to be this nice role playing, and then it's like one of those checkbox videos, and then it goes all the way down, it's just penis jokes.
It's like D&D is about role-playing, fighting, and he writes in friendship, and then he goes all the way down to the bottom. It's
Yeah,
dick
that's what it was.
jokes. Yeah, it is.
Check.
Check. Awesome, guys. Hope you
Classic.
guys all get a nice short rest tonight. Take it easy. Look out for those goblins
Yeah.
under the stairs, and we'll catch you the next time we're all together.
Later,
Okay,
guys.
guys.